Good morning, one and all. Today, we here welcome Professor Ramesh Reddy, who is going to nominate for the MLC constituency. We also welcome all our Paulians here. Professor R. Ramesh Reddy studied HSC in 1967 from St. Paul's High School, PUC from Nizam College 1968 batch, BTech Civil from JNTU 1974, MTech Structural IIT Delhi 1976, and was awarded PhD IIT Delhi in the year 1992. Professor Ramesh Reddy joined Osmania University service in 1979 as lecturer. He became a reader in 1987 and professor in 1994. He worked as head of civil engineering department from 1998 to 2000 and served as chairman of civil engineering board of studies 2001 to 2003. He was principal and member secretary, board of governors and chairman, academic council of University College of Engineering, Osmania University from 2003 to 2005. From 2006 to 2007, he was on deputation as managing director of a US-based MNC Infobrain, a software company. Professor Ramesh Reddy also served as a dean as well as chairman, Faculty of Engineering, Osmania University from 2007 to 2009. Professor of Civil Engineering and served as a member of the governing body of OU Engineering College also. He was the principal of Jai Prakash Narayan College of Engineering, Mehboob Nagar from July 2012 to August 2015. He is associated with Swati Engineering College and Technology and also Nawab Shah Alam Khan College of Engineering and Technology. Professor Ramesh Reddy received numerous awards for his contribution to social work, education, research, and for motivating entrepreneurship among engineers. Some of the notable awards worth mentioning are of an award from the President of India for his outstanding service. He is rated as an outstanding intellectual by American Biographer USA. He continues to figure in Macquiz Who is Who in the World since 2007 till date. Man of the Century by Cambridge Biographer, UK, and listed in Barron's 500 Outstanding Asians of the 2000. He figures in the top 100 scientists of the world 2007. He is awarded the Decade of Excellence in Education by Interbiog Centre, Cambridge, England 2007. He is also nominated to American Biographers Institute of Intellectual Directory of Distinguished Leadership, Hall of Fame, ABI, USA 2007. He is rated as the leading scientist of the world 2011 by International Biographical Centre, Cambridge, UK, and continues to receive such honours even now. We are very proud to see you in this and we welcome you, sir. Now I request Professor Ramesh Reddy to speak a few words.
Good morning, all Paulian brothers. I am Professor Ramesh Reddy, a product of St. Paul's, and committed for freedom of speech and democratic principles and care for the human values. We always love life on the earth. I believe that we are born only once on this beautiful earth as a human being, and earth is the most beautiful planet. Let us explore, experience, enjoy this beautiful earth. Anything else is destructive. Therefore, it is with this sort of philosophies that we have always continued on this earth. Never insult a human being. Always care for the people. Young people require support, guidance, and then we have to put right people at right time, at right place. It is with these things I have worked in the university and encourage a number of students to set up their consultancy. In 1983, when there was a blanket ban on recruitment, then our students, when they approached me, we have set up Nirman, architects, engineers and builders, and nearly 62 people are trained, experienced, and then they are standing on their own legs. So this sort of a thing we need to do as a teacher. We cannot escape. A teacher's responsibility very, very important for the society to thrive. It is with these things we have been encouraging number of political parties that when Telangana state has become a separate state, I have written a book wherein Telangana state a Swaraj, an agenda for socio-economic changes, wherein we have promoted how best students and our people of this Telangana region can prosper, which they have been deprived for hundreds of years. Therefore, with this intention, I encourage decentralized democracy, where in three-tier system, where we have the mandal concept, we have the districts, we have the states. Therefore, in this mandal concept, simple logic is, if every mandal, if it can create an activity where developments can be done. If we give 40 crores as a budget for every mandal, 75 odd people will be there in that. If give 40 crores, 20 crores on investment, on technological investment, and 20 crores for salaries. In all, nearly 35 lakhs people can be absorbed in every mandal itself. We have now about 33 districts. In each district, if we can create even 50,000 employment, which is very conveniently we can create. Therefore, nearly 16 lakhs. Like that, we can create 50 lakhs of employment can be created very easily. Why our government is not taking any initiative? I have taken the pain to go and meet our CM in Delhi, since he is not meeting. I, being one of the founder members of the TRS, I thought I will go and inform him, because people have to be benefited. Wherein I have said the same thing. Every village allocate 1 crore per year in just for 4 years. You see how the development will be there. Then every mandal give 40 crores. So the 20 crores on technological investment, 20 crores on salaries, wherein we can absorb 3,000 to 4,000 people. Similarly, district headquarters. Then like that we can create lot of things. Hyderabad GHMC is one thing where we have to control and maintain systematically. This city with about 75-80 lakhs cannot be maintained as it was maintained in the past. Earlier, when Nizam has developed so many water bodies, and the roads that he laid, hospitals that he created, even to this day, they are functioning. They created for 5 lakh population. Today, they are serving even for 60-75 lakhs, means it's a great stress and strain on those hospitals as well as doctors. Therefore, I encourage that on every radial road in the city, we must have a internationally reputed hospitals. On the ring road also, we must have the mobile hospitals with mobility, so that the nearest part, whenever accident occurs, there is an emergency, we have to take them immediately to those places. Like that, even in farmers' issues, a lot of our farmers are in great stress, but we must appreciate their patriotism, their love for people. When we said that you reduce the productivity in the farm, they said, will it not be a problem for our urban people? Therefore, they did not even think of reducing that. Then we suggested multi-layer farming. In multi-layer farming, in one wetting, they can get 4 yields. With that, their income will be 4 times enhanced. Therefore, that is one way we thought that farmer can be. Actually, nearly if they work well, 10 to 12 lakhs per acre they can make. But even 4 lakhs is a big thing for these rural folks, because right now they are getting not more than 20,000 per acre. So it will be a big leap for them, and it is joy for them. Then we also suggested Kisan credit card, 1 lakh up to 1 lakh. Otherwise, they are taking loans and suffering for non-payment of loans. Whenever they go for agricultural operations, inputs are very costly, and output is not giving the same proportionate benefits for them. Instead, they are subjected to a lot of problems, vagaries of the nature. Hailstorms are there, sun, high intensity sun also damages, rains also damage, even cold winds also damage. And then in drought situations, boars and even peacocks are coming and eating lot of paddy. This is creating problems for them. Despite of all that sufferings, they are still facing bravely, but a situation has come where are committing more suicides. This is not good for humanity. We as educated people and as beneficiaries of the produce that we obtain from the rural folks, it is our duty to protect them. What we suggested is, friends of the farmers, they should be in a position to take care. Urban area people anyhow, they can eliminate the middleman, directly support the farmers as friends of the farmer, so that they can be a source of inspiration and a support and a motivation for the farmers. Like that, we have a number of solutions for every problem. We can tackle, we can do it. Therefore, this is what we are suggesting. But right now, nobody seems to be interested. But the situation in India today is very, very dangerous. The situation is such that this unemployment another 5 years will be uncontrollable proportions it will raise. Therefore, it is necessary for some of us to bell the cat and then force upon the government to pressurize them and to see that necessary care has to be taken. The corruption, however, if you have to control the corruption, people think that it is humanly impossible. But for example, what we suggested is GHMC, which is Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, we requested one day in a month keep open house, so that all those who have applied for permission, they all will assemble with their architects or engineers, and the GHMC has to present PowerPoint projection, wherein in a month how many applications they have received, how many they have cleared, and how many they have not cleared, and the reason for that through PowerPoint projection. With the result, people will come to know whether it is mischievous part of GHMC or it is their own self drawbacks. So that will enhance, clarity will be there. In any democracy, it should be people. We found that Prajaswamya means the people are supreme. But here in this country, we say it is Prajaswamya or democracy, people's democracy, but then people are least cared. People are treated, mistreated, and being treated as unwanted, useless fellows. That is not going to be successful for this nation. We all will continue to suffer in due course. Therefore, there is a necessary for us to take initiative in this direction. Keeping all these views, having failed trying to convince everybody and giving booklets to all parties, whichever party comes to the power, if they tackle it, then it will be a good relief for the people. People can be happy. Therefore, ultimately, out of frustrations, we cannot see that our Telangana or our rural areas or our people suffer a lot. Therefore, we have created for last 9 months Telangana Citizens Protection Council, wherein 117 people are there. Quite a lot of them, 60% are academicians with good intentions who are retired and interested in serving advisory role as well as performing in wherever it is needed. Second, there are a lot of doctors and engineers, and these doctors and engineers are also fed up with this sort of a corruption and this sort of government, disinterested government and non-committal government. Therefore, they all have come and suggested, after 8 months and 9 months of our consistent methodology of tackling the solutions for the problems having found generated, we thought that it is very, very necessary for that Telangana Citizens Protection Council to nominate somebody to be fielded as a candidate for MLC graduate constituency. And I have been picked up for Hyderabad, Mahbubnagar, Rangareddy district. It is known more as a Mahbubnagar, Rangareddy, Hyderabad MLC graduate constituency. So I am the candidate contesting for that one. One thing I can make it difference, just one MLC is not going to matter much, but we have to think beyond. One MLC will make, even we can make every MLA work with people and contribute. Contribute for what? There are business people in every mandal. These MLAs and our first we give the initiative, we take the first step, and business people we interact and assess their worth, and then we suggest them to expand their business. Once business is expanded, farmers' produce will be protected and they can have cold storages, food processing unit, fruit processing units, which in terms will preserve the fruit perishable items, and excess of that can be converted into food products or fruit processing units, and those things can be labeled as some say in the district name like Palamur products or something like that. The local people will consume those things, then it is convenient for the people to, one, commercial interest is protected, farmers' interest is protected, and in the process lot of employment be generated, and unemployed youth can be given all the necessary implementation. For various logistics, employment can be generated, and we can create that way, apart from government, even in private sector, we can create lot of employment. So these are simple things. Only thing is it requires the will and drive to integrate with the people and perform for the people so that we are all happy. See, happiness is one of the most important things that we must appreciate that this nation is lacking. Every person is not just earning one, he is working for more than 2 sources of income. That is indication that there is a lot of strain and stress in their families. So it became necessary for Telangana Citizen Protection to come and field and then present before the people. These are the ills of the things. This is what an MLC can do, government can do. So we have to pressurize. The civil society has to take a leap forward, a step forward, and ensure that we pressurize the government to solve their problems by signature campaign, by means of private participation, by means of public-private participation, and even government participation. All these will ensure happiness, lot of employment. Even if they get less salary, but they will be happy staying in their own villages, homes, eating in their parents' house, coming back and serving their own known people in the mandal. Then they go back. There will be always happiness, flourishing everywhere. So like that, number of things we have suggested. Malnutrition can be eliminated by planting 2 trees by every person for 5 years. That is 10 trees in their life if they can plant. It will take care of malnutrition and it will make them stand on their own legs in the world. There are a lot of things we can say, but I think this is not the time appropriate for us to, I can speak for hours together, how best we can create a strong and energetic youth in the Telangana and a prosperous Telangana. We can see very fast. If we take the initiative, next 5 to 10 years, we can transform this Telangana. Thank you very much. And Telangana Citizen Protection Council is geared for future also. If these parties doesn't listen, we ourselves would like to take initiative to create a party. 117 well-intentioned, well-meaning people are already there. So likewise, we had to create more leaders. At the every mandal level, we had to create leaders to take care of various activities are going. Committees have been constituted. Definitely, this MLC election is a warm-up for Telangana Citizens Protection Council. Definitely, we see it. If it succeeds, next 6 years, I can motivate the MLAs, I can train the MLAs. All these years I have been teaching our students. Now is the time to teach our MLAs. I don't say they are useless people, but they are not being guided properly. They are not being motivated. Their motivation will definitely make them work for the society. And if I am there, I am not going to keep quiet. I will ensure that everybody works. Every representative, people representative will have to work. They are servants of the people. They should behave like servants. They should not master over the people. Who are the masters, who are the paymasters of all these employees? I myself being a professor, we are paid by them. So we lived that every student is given all the care. In my career, I never allowed students waiting, not more than 2 seconds. And after waiting, listening to them, treating them, while going, I used to say, there are 120 crore population in this country. If everybody wastes 1 hour a day, it is a colossal waste of nation's human resource. These are some of the feelings, and I used to make the students understand this, and then I used to say, this is my Guru Dakshana. Never keep anybody waiting. You have no right to insult another human being. There are a lot of things that we can do it. We have done it because as engineers, we know how we can solve the problem, how much time it takes, how much manpower required, how much investment required, what are the material resources required, and what is the logistics, necessary logistics can be planned. So it gives us confidence in me, and with St. Paul's alumni, so many are standing with me, and we are a great force, and we did it, and we will do it. Thank you very much.
On behalf of St. Paul's Alumni Association, I thank Mr. Ramesh Reddy for his valuable, taking valuable time, coming to school and giving a well-drafted futuristic goal for everybody. And at the same time, and also prevail upon the government to create a large-scale employment at mandal and district level, which Mr. Ramesh Reddy has promised to take up the job immediately after the election. And also, I would further like to say, please think and vote. Thinking is powerful. Please vote for serial number 71, Sri Ramesh Reddy Garu, who is the proud alumni of our Alumnus Association. Thank you very much.
And a few more things I would like to add. In my agenda, some of the distressing things which we have taken up is prevail upon government to create large-scale employment at mandal and district level. This is necessary. We can force government to do it. For that, we conduct signature campaigns at mandal levels, and we ensure that government has to do its responsibility. Second is suffering. There are a lot of teachers in private institutions suffering for want of non-payment of salaries, and also creating a lot of problems. Like say, they pay the salary as per the norms, but next day they want them to bring ATM card and take away 50% of their salary. This sort of a thing can be prevented once we ensure government puts all these people in the empanel list. Government empanel portal, if they put that this scale, these are the people selected, for this scale, these many people are selected, like that. Because all these teachers are vetted by government only, by the universities. Only after vetting they will be considered regular for the private colleges. Once they are regular, they should be there in the panel, government panel. Once they are in the panel with the specified scale, then the management should not do any mischief. But still, if they do persist with the mischief, then 10% of the people, teachers, if they complain, that salary component can be brought to the government, and then they can directly pay from their side, government side. Like for university can pay every first salary directly, remaining thing let the management manage. This way also we can, empaneling in the government web portals, we can force, government has nothing to lose, they have to take the initiative. Quality education and health is a constitutional right which has been neglected for last 6-7 years. Nobody is bothered to give good education. Therefore, we have to see all things can be tactfully, if we can deal, force them, present them, convince them, they will be forced to do. And financial aspect also we have to show, because the budget, earnings, expenditures, all these things. Because unplanned expenditures are causing a lot of problems. So we can be an interlude for the government to see that things are smoothened. Then unemployed youth are right now quite large number. We want that unemployed youth should be just loitering on the roads and streets of Hyderabad. Rather, in every mandal we will have a hostel wherever nearer to the engineering college or technical institutes, ITIs. If they are there nearer, in that we can give. Any of we are uneducated youth, we have to protect them. We cannot just keep them whiling away. So, while giving them free food and accommodation in every mandal at the hostels, we can ensure that they are being given skill training in the various engineering labs, college labs, ITI labs, workshops, all those things. Once that they are getting, they become confident. They can, when the person thinks that I can perform on my own, he never seeks any employment. That is my experience. 62 students of my students who have been trained through Nirman Architects, Engineers and Builders, which I floated. 5 months I have trained them, took leave, trained them. Once I am confident that they could stand on their own legs, I am happy that none of them have taken up government job despite of lot of opportunities. To ensure every graduate gets some stipend after graduation, which stipend only those who are staying in the hostels, if we can give training, such people we can give extend stipend. Entrepreneurship will be encouraged and nurtured among the interested youth. In the rural areas, there are lot of nearly, to my knowledge, I have listed 30 to 40, nearly 40 types of small scale cottage industry or entrepreneurship, like oil extraction, like fruit processing unit, food processing unit. We can encourage some of the youth who are capable, who have sufficient finances. We can linkage with the business people, and then we can establish such thing, entrepreneurship. Why I am saying this is, for some various reasons which I have been practicing entrepreneurship, I am listed as the national motivator by National Institute of Entrepreneurship by Ahmedabad. I am only one national motivator that they have enlisted me. So I am habituated to giving that. Then pressurized government. Advocates, recently you have seen how brutally couple have been murdered on the road in the day. That's very bad, is human. That means any advocate who defends some other, then he is in for a problem. So it is an indication that we are heading for a disastrous state or a violent state, which to prevent, we spoke to advocates also. Advocates Protection Act to be passed by the state, and for that we work, and we will see that all this my agenda. Apart from many other things we can do. Thank you very much. My serial number is 71 on the ballot paper of Mahbubnagar, Rangareddy and Hyderabad District MLC Graduate Constituency. Please give only one preference, no second, third, fifth. Instead, although you have 90 preferences you can give, but all that is waste. Let us elect only one who can perform for the people. and strengthen Telangana Citizens Protection Council. That's the only way we can safeguard our Telangana. Thank you once again, one and all.
Yeah, lastly and finally, I would once again like to reiterate whatever Mr. Ramesh Reddy has said. It is all true, but not false. So please, please think and vote once again. Let us create a literate India, not illiterates among ourselves. So please think once again and vote for Mr. Ramesh Reddy, whose serial number is 71. And
Mark numerical 1.
Yeah, and mark numerical 1,
Not.
not others. Thank you very much.